Hello everyone, welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy V. I'm Genesis015, and in the last episode we pretty much destroyed the Liquid Flame. Fire Crystal shattered, and well, Castle Karnak has been destroyed. Also, we got some new jobs, and in this episode we're actually going to continue onwards on our adventure. I kind of grinded a bit, mostly so I could just get some people up, and while I did so, Bart's managed to learn the ability Control, which is a ability that you gain when a Beastmaster reaches rank 2, or level 2. Generally, it's actually a good idea if you're wanting to learn blue magic. You want to get this. You want to get this ability because it makes your life much easier, basically. I also got some new equipment as well. I'll try to show but for now, let's actually show some of the. Let's try to show some of our summons because we never got a chance to. So we'll let Shiva do her job. It's gonna be a choice, and it's no longer have to worry about anything. Yeah. So actually, that's right. There's something we can do here. Yeah, what I'm about to go into this desert. There's actually a very strong enemy at this time that can make or break you. However, the payoff to this is you can actually get a very decent blue magic. I'm going to risk it actually because it'll be beneficial later on. And then I want to actually try to get them. So the Dorm Chimera, this is what we're actually going to be dealing with. And right now I'm beginning to regret. I'm seriously beginning to regret my own decision. Yeah, totally regretting. So let's run quickly. Didn't go so well. Let's try. I have a feeling I'd do a better job if I wasn't having to worry about. Yeah, that's totally better though. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry if I'm like kind of muttering to myself, but I'm trying to like plan things up basically. Just so let's try to get another Dorm Chimera. Thank you. There we go. And there we go, Aqua Breath. That is actually what we were wanting to get him to use. Now that we have that, we can just swiftly deal with the Storm Chimera. Not to worry about him at all. Just get to get rid of him and just generally have a very harmless time now. Hopefully Shiva can at least bring him to close death, because I believe Storm Chimeras have 1,000 health, I think. I also learned some other abilities. Golden Punch here is just a normal attack that does damage. And I'm also going to release the zoo that I captured last episode, pretty much, so I can add on to killing this terrible thing. Where's please have this? Generally, it's not so wise to go after the Dorm Chimeras, especially at this point, because as you've seen, they can just as easily make or break you, so for the most part, unless you're going after the blue magic like I did, it's probably in your best intentions to run away. Like that, so, well actually, I could probably capture that. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We've learned Aqua Breath, so I'm actually going to save right now, so don't have to worry about that anymore. And let's continue onwards. We're actually heading to the Library of the Ancients, as some of the people in Karnak mentioned, because there was a wall built before, they weren't able to do so. However, now we can. And I think this is a good time I can show you the ability of Control. See, now the enemies are under our control. We can pretty much do whatever we want. And there's actually a new set of abilities for Bart's for your Beastmaster. Pretty much now, certain abilities that certain monsters have, you can actually control them and force them to use these abilities, and you learn it via blue magic, basically. So for this guy, we have Transfusion, which is an ability that pretty much transfers all of your health into another person to heal them. It's kind of a useful gimmick, I suppose. But either way, we shall now enter the Library of the Ancients. That is the peace people right now. We'll figure out what. Basement. The basement sack has been overrun by monsters. He said something about looking for a book. I haven't seen him since then. Who is he? I've been the faintest idea what Mid's run off to. Mid, we will find out who he is. Mid? That's Professor Sid's grandson. So yes, Mid is actually Sid's grandfather. This pod is you guessed it, another revival pod. It's quite useful. This is the Library of the Ancients, an archive of old texts. Why should you be reading right now? Generally, heading up here will actually head to the roof, which these men were like, a long time ago, Ifrit would burn the possessed books for us. So, Ifrit is here. He's actually in this library somewhere, but where he is, we do not know. A Traveler's Journal. I'll give it a strange chap I found to that man from Typhoon. And touching that book, actually, you'll face several monsters, actually. First being page 32. A little interesting thing you should know right now, each of these page monsters you can actually control, and each of them you can learn a blue magic from. Like, from this guy, we've already learned the blue magic we can learn from this guy, which is Era. So we can just get rid of him and pretty much have the next one show up. So, please, page 32. And now here is page 64. He has nothing really special about him, other than I do believe he is capable of learning the magic level 5 Death. Pretty much, level 5 Death doesn't work so long as you have a character that's has a level whose level is divisible by 5. So when he's dead, there's no worry about that. So with that, we defeated him. We've learned Era. I will try to get that other spell soon, but for now we can't. We finally started learning enemy skills. Arrow, level 5 Death. Pretty much just a hint about that. Generally that's going to be what we'll be dealing with here in the library. Just pretty much page monsters. I actually just got those two. Normally I end up fighting all 4 versions, but that's neither here nor there. And now is a bookshelf maze. Pretty much certain areas, like going here, we'll shift books. We'll shift bookshelves around for you to move around. Let's see, I think, yeah, there's that. Pressing there, and going to the crack here and pressing A on the bookshelf will cause us to move, in which we can go down the hole. And thus we are entering here, which we're going to either chest or no, a random encounter with another page to support. Like the old show, the other 2 pages, page monsters we can fight here. So, we can't necessarily fight you because you. No, page 32, we don't want to fight you either. Bring the other 2 out. Jesus, piss. So you go down. Another 64, which, well, that's good, I suppose. Not what I was not what I wanted, but thank you either way. 64, go away. Alright, he's gone. Good. And in here is an ether, which is actually a useful item. I'll be right back after this, of course. And we're back from the fight. You didn't mince much, it was just another 64, 32, and 64. Yeah. I believe, going into this store... Yeah, this is pretty much what is considered the bookshelf. None shall pass! We cannot do anything with that bookshelf for the time being, because he's just going to constantly get in the way. However, going to this bookshelf here, going to these books actually opens a section, which we can sneak in, and pretty much climb above, pretty much ignoring him. Ah, here's the new enemy. This is page 128. Contrary to what you may believe of him learning blue magic, he is actually the only creature you cannot learn anything from. I know, it's kind of a very cheap layout. That's another page 122. Can you please go away? Stop showing the other one we could learn something from, please. Ah, here we go, and finally we have page 256. We pretty much the blue magic you can learn from him. We could actually have fought a similar we could have actually learned from an enemy before, back in Karnak, called the Jack Grenade. However, I didn't actually do so because honestly they're kind of evil. And I think I just screwed it off. Yeah, we actually need him. Yeah, so alright. I forgot. There's sometimes you have to control them, other times you just have to let them do this, like this right now. Moon Flute as the ability he can learn, which pretty much inflicts Berserk. Berserk, as it did in Final Fantasy VI, you lose control of your opponents. However, they, I believe, have a slightly higher attack. Indeed, yes. If I remember correctly. Yeah, okay, this book right here is actually a boss. I'll be right back, of course. We are back from that fight. It was pretty much the exact same fight from before. And we got Mythal Shield for that effort. But pretty much as I was mentioning before, this book in front of us right now is a boss. So, in light of that, I'm actually going to stop the recording here so we can actually have this fight and the rest of the library for the next episode. So, next time on Final Fantasy VI, we will confront that book and fight whatever is lurking within its pages. I have been Genesis 013. Good day, everyone. Bye.